It's California Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We continue our road show in Gilroy, California. We are joined today by Marilyn Librers. She is the Vice Mayor of Morgan Hill, a community in between San Jose and Gilroy, and not far from San Jose, much closer than I realized.
That's correct. Yeah, we're 15 minutes south of San Jose. We're actually considered the southern tip of Silicon Valley. So we still have the industry that we're trying to build, and we also offer a quality of life that is very much slower than the San Jose or the Peninsula.
And what I understand is that we all know Santa Clara County can be quite expensive in terms of housing, but when you look at the southern suburbs, Morgan Hill, Gilroy, it gets a little more affordable, but yet a wonderful lifestyle.
Definitely a wonderful lifestyle and definitely more affordable. Yes, we take pride in, we were actually awarded this past month the safest city in the county of Santa Clara.
Wow.
So it is definitely a place you want to raise your family. We have lots of recreational opportunities. We have a wonderful community center that has an indoor pool. It is partnership with the YMCA.
Nice.
So
in which you used to work?
I did.
Right?
I did. I actually opened the branch in 1988.
Wow.
So, but we have since grown to a wonderful facility, and we have many opportunities for our citizens.
And you talk about recreation. One area in which Morgan Hill shines is in the area of biking. Talk to us about that.
Correct, yes. We are the home of Specialized Bicycle Components, which is the largest manufacturing of specialized bikes.
Okay.
Many athletes use these bicycles, and we're very proud that they bring their international bike tournament to our city once a year. And I've had the opportunity to be out there and meet the athletes, and it's amazing, these 100-mile rides through the countryside. And then there's also, of course, smaller courses for not the professional riders.
You mentioned the countryside, and what I recently learned, and you must be very proud, that the County of Santa Clara, Morgan Hill, and Gilroy have partnered to really take advantage of your beautiful countryside and create what's known as a Santa Clara Wine Trail. Tell us about Santa Clara. Who knew that there was a wine industry that really has been thriving for over a century?
Yes, let me go back just a bit.
Please.
You know, we were agricultural for many, many years, and the wineries were a very big component of our population of farmers, ranchers, and also prunes. The invention of the French prune was actually in Morgan Hill.
That's funny.
So we were prune farmers too.
Right.
So through the years, we've established many very distinguished wineries that have worldwide award-winning wines.
Right.
So,
I understand over 20 wineries specializing more in reds than whites.
Yes, that's
but
right.
Very tasty, no doubt.
Right. So Santa Clara County became aware of how many. We actually have 23 on our wine trail.
Perfect.
Wineries, and it was in September that we were designated a wine trail, so there's no need to go to Napa.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you, the crowds in Napa are not worth standing in line when you can make a short drive down to Morgan Hill, start the wine trail, and spend a whole afternoon. We have a couple events each year. We have a fall event and a spring event where we actually have, you can buy tickets and go to the different wineries and taste, and it's fun. We have a lot of activities in Morgan Hill like that.
Right, but how did this happen? I mean, like you said, the wine industry has been part of the fabric for quite some time, but all of a sudden folks realize, wait a second, we need to take advantage of this asset.
Yes, they did. Well, it was a grassroots group of folks from mostly Morgan Hill, actually. That
I heard that.
Yes.
I heard that you were the catalyst, your city. The folks in
was.
Gilroy in the county may say otherwise, but we'll just say it's Morgan Hill.
It was really
Right.
actually Morgan Hill folks, and I serve on the tourism committee besides my other responsibilities in the city council. But
Right.
and so that was one of our goals, was to bring attention to Morgan Hill and all of South County, and one of our things is wines.
Right.
So, like I said, we decided to go that route, and we lobbied in Santa Clara at the county, and we got their attention,
Right.
and we moved forward. It didn't happen overnight. I have to
Sure.
say, it's been a work in progress for a couple of years now.
What do you hope to achieve through this designation? What's your dream?
Well, my personal dream is to make the awareness of Morgan Hill as a quality place to both live, work, and play.
Right.
And by coming down, hopefully you'll visit our quaint downtown. We have
Which is? Yes, I saw it.
Yes.
Very quaint.
Very. We have over 17 restaurants in just our 4-block downtown area, designated area, with quaint little shops. So You can come, you can eat outdoors, you can have your dog with you outside, and then you can visit our shops. We have a downtown amphitheater that all through the summer has concerts on Friday nights, and I'll tell you, we draw sometimes close to 13 to 14, 1,500 people, and it's run by the Chamber of Commerce. So, so I'm looking to put Morgan Hill on the map for a tourist location, so a designation for tourism. Come spend the night.
Right, and there's no doubt that you're getting there, especially with the proximity to San Jose and Gilroy, which begs the question about the pressures that this county must be feeling in terms of growth. Because, like you said, you're at the edge of the Silicon Valley. A lot of people want to move to the Silicon Valley. Morgan Hill is more affordable. Gilroy's a little farther.
Right.
So how are you balancing that desire for growth with a desire to remain affordable and friendly and not impacted?
Well, that's a good question. We actually have growth control in Morgan Hill, and we only allow 250 new permits to build each year, and that includes housing, apartments, townhomes, condos, that thing. So we are controlling our housing growth. Then we also have the largest business park in all of Santa Clara County.
Oh, you're kidding.
Which people don't really realize.
Not in San Jose.
And then when industry looks all up the peninsula, and I'm talking about let's take Cupertino, the home of Apple. That's wonderful if you want to move to Cupertino. One, you can't afford the house. And two, if you're a company, there is no room for you to build. Morgan Hill has room in their industrial park to build. And the available structures that we have now are fairly new, so there's not a lot of let's rip down an old building and build scratch up. You know.
Well, I drove through Morgan Hill yesterday. You have land.
We have land.
I mean, and land right off the freeway.
We
so
do,
it's not as if you have to drive 10 miles to get to the land. I mean, right there, you can build it, which is so important.
Right, and that's what we're happy about our business park. Is definitely, it is right accessible to the freeway, and like I said, it's 15 minutes from International Airport of San Jose, so trade is very important. I recently was in China on an economic development trip.
Can we talk about that? We weren't planning on it, but I think it's quite an honor, if I may say.
Thank you.
Tell us about this trip, Vice Mayor. One of 21 mayors and vice mayors to be asked to go to China.
Yes, 21 were applied, and only 11 were chosen.
Even better.
And so I was one of the ones chosen. And I went to China, visited 4 cities, Beijing, Shanghai, Wuhan, and Shenzhen, and I was on an economic development tour, meeting with government officials of China and business leaders in China, and it was very much an eye-opener to me on my perception of what China was. They don't talk in millions or billions, they talk in trillions. So,
you're kidding.
No, I'm not. Wuhan, which is a second-tier city, which is not like
pejorative.
Not a big city. And they had last year 8,000 new companies started and employed 201,000 new employees.
1 year.
In 1 year, 2013. So China is taking off. And
so how does the Silicon Valley, how does Santa Clara, how does Morgan Hill partner with cities like
Wuhan.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's very interesting because China very much is watching the United States. And
we're watching them.
And we're watching them, yes. But it is very interesting. They want to invest their dollars here, and they see the importance of quality lifestyle, and that's one thing Morgan Hill brings to the table.
That's an understatement.
And so, like I said, if you go to the cities up the peninsula, although they're great communities, all of them, they don't have the educational system, they don't have the recreation system that we have in place, they don't have the homes. We're looking, Morgan Hill's bottom line, one of our priorities is that we're going to attract jobs where people can afford to live in our city too.
You're a great booster for your community. Her name is Marilyn Librers. She is the Vice Mayor of the beautiful city of Morgan Hill. My name is Brad Pomerance. We are coming to you from Santa Clara County on California Edition. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.